The Kimberley is located in the northern part of Western Australia. It covers 423,000 square kilometres. It is one of the world's last great wilderness areas, which means it is a natural environment on Earth that has not been significantly modified by human activity. The Kimberley is heritage land to the Indigenous community and their sacred sites. The clean seas, land and coral reefs are also home to a varied and plentiful wildlife variety, such as the dingo, kangaroos, wallabies, echidna, saltwater crocodiles, goannas, frilled-neck lizards, snakes, birds, turtles, humpback whales and dolphins. So what's the big debate about? Well, on top of this, the Kimberley sits on top of one of the world's richest reserves of oil, gas and coal, in which a $40 billion project by the government placing a gas hub on land at James Price Point and mining for minerals has caused a lot of hysteria. This whole debate has well caused controversy across the whole of Australia, although aside from the whole Australian population, some of the major people and organisations involved have been Colin Barnett, the Premier of Western Australia, and as a part of the Liberal Party have over the years been persistent in pushing for the production of the gas hub at James Price Point. They believe the gas hub will stimulate the economy and provide jobs for the Indigenous community, as well as donating a $1 billion benefits package. Not only through the gas hub, but also through their $63 million Kimberley Science and Conservation strategy, they believe the Indigenous will be provided with jobs. This strategy will protect the environment and also encourage tourism. Woodside is Australia's largest oil and gas suppliers. The multinational company have been in agreement with the government, with their main priority being the production of gas, meaning they have been willing to take the project elsewhere too, outside of the Kimberley if needed. However, in April 2013, Woodside canned the $40 billion project, declaring it was not commercially viable for their company. 60% of the Kimberley community opposed the gas hub project, along with the help of numerous campaigning groups such as the major campaign group, the Wilderness Society. The Wilderness Society works towards protecting Australia's land, water, people and wildlife. So when the Australia's Gate Wilderness area, the Kimberleys, wildlife, Indigenous heritage, community and environment was at threat, they gained together thousands of volunteers to raise awareness and promote the protection of the Kimberley. Scientific information has been assembled in assessing the damage of the gas hub, which would bring to the Kimberley environment. Such side effects would be negative health impacts from the toxic nitrogen and sulfur compacts in the air released from the hub. Up to 24 square kilometres would need to be cleared for construction, killing part of the plant community. Reef and coral would be at threat from the drilling, shipping and pipelines being laid at the ocean floor. Changing current flows will disrupt the whole ecosystem, which may conflict with the humpback whale's breeding season. The humpback whale is already a protected species. And lastly, there is always the chance of a disaster such as an oil spill, which can potentially ruin the coastal environment for decades to come. Alternative forms of retrieving gas have been proposed, such as building offshore processing plants, piping to the Pilbara, located below the Kimberley and is already used for mining purposes, or even simply moving the project of the gas hub elsewhere. However, although these alternative forms are going to have less economical influence on the Kimberley environment, we need to think economically too for our country. By going through with these alternative forms, they will be more costly to the economy and would also mean the loss of thousands of job opportunities. Most importantly though, the loss of a plentiful supply of gas, which would have a great impact on stimulating our Australian economy. For the meantime, the projects have been dropped. However, the Liberal Party still remain hopeful that one day the project will proceed. What do you think is the right choice?